Hi everyone. Am I audible to each and every one of you? Okay, school 1, school 2, how are you all? If you are able to hear me, raise your hand, everyone. Yes. Am I audible to everyone? Okay. School 2, am I audible? Okay, that's very good. That's very good. So, how are you? Have you done your have you revised the sessions, previous sessions, everyone? Have you revised the previous sessions? Yes or no? Okay, that's very good. Okay. So should we start the session now, everyone? Are you ready? Okay, so which subject we are going to discuss today? Do you know that? NS, yes, exactly. So we will be having the NS class today, and in this we are going to discuss some of the topics about the chapter, which is animal behavior. Do you need time, some more time to adjust, or should I start the session? Everyone is ready? Okay, that's very good. So in the previous lessons, we discussed about the animal behavior. Yes or no? Okay. And today we are going to discuss about the human behaviors, and like in case of human behaviors, we're also going to start with some of the things that is the investigation behavior, like why the humans investigate things, and some of the important experiments we will be discussing in the next class. So we will try to cover these two topics today. Okay, everyone? Okay. So what things we discussed in the last class? Who is going to help us revise? Okay, I'll choose the students. I'll choose the students. So let's have okay. From the school 1 or school 2, which school should I call? School 1. Is that so? Is that so? Okay. So I'll call one student from school 1. Let's have Niriksha from school 1, and let's have Geetha from school 2. Niriksha from school 1 and Geetha from school 2. Okay. That's very good. So what was the instinct? What kind of behavior was instinct behavior? Can you just tell us?
Inborn behavior, sir.
What?
Inborn behavior.
Inborn behavior. That's very good. Clap for her, everyone. Okay. Now let's come to school 2. What was imprinting school 2? Like Geeta, what was imprinting? I'm unable to hear you. What? You don't have that mic today? Okay, come little forward. I might be able to hear you.
Particular.
Yes. Okay. Okay, that's great. So following a particular thing, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Clap for both of them. Now both of them can go back to your place. Okay. Next, what we discussed about the conditioning, right? So for conditioning, I would like to call Rakesh from school 2. Rakesh from school 2. Is he present? Is he present? Rakesh, are you present? No? Okay. Then let's have Santosh. Is Santosh present? Absent. Okay. He is also absent. Next, let's have uh, 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 let's have Lucky. Lucky, is he present? Absent. Okay. Akhil. All the students are absent. Oh my God. Oh, Akhil is present. Come forward then. Who was telling Akhil is absent?
It is different from the natural one, sir.
Okay, and what happens in conditioning?
Hey, be quiet.
It is different from the natural one, yes. That means these things could be learned, yes or no? It is not present by birth, right? Yes, okay. That's great. Clap for Akhil. Now, let us go, let us call. Okay, Pranay from school one. Pranay, are you present? Pranay, are you present? Yes, then come fast. Run and come fast. Okay. Yes. What was the meaning of imitation? Yes, what?
Copies to others, sir.
Can you please repeat that again?
Copies to other.
Copies to other. Exactly. That's very true. So clap for him also, Pranay. Clap for Pranay. Okay. So basically, you all have no doubts in the previous sessions of this like animal behavior, right? Okay. If suppose we want to become an animal behaviorist, then what course we should study? Bachelor of what? Bachelor of what? Yes, exactly. That's very true. Okay. So today we will be focusing much on human behavior, like how we humans behave and what are our behaviors. So in today's class, we will be going with the human behavior definitions and types of human behavior. In this, we will be having instinct, imprinting, conditioning, and imitations. We'll also have the investigation behavior. Okay? Yes or no? Okay, that's very good. So should we start the session, everyone? Yes, what? Okay. Any issues? Was someone saying something? Oh, okay, that's great. That's great. See, first of all, if I talk about the human behavior, so what do you think? Slide is not visible or what? Visible, right? Screen is visible for everyone, I believe. Yes? Okay. Any issues to any school? Yes? No? Okay. So if I talk about the human behavior, so what do you think about the human behavior? Will it be very simple or will it be very complex? Think about it. And why complex? Because it's written complex here, so you all have said complex. Then why complex? Tell me that also. They are humans of behavior depends on other what? Okay, who is saying I am unable to see him? Okay, come forward and say. Come forward and say. Everyone is busy in writing. Let's write it fast. Let's see who is going to write. Huh? Okay. Yes. Yes, what you were saying?
The human behavior is different from other behaviors, sir.
Human behavior depends on another human behavior. What?
Different from other behaviors, sir.
Depends on other behavior.
No, sir. Different, sir.
Okay, depends.
Different, sir.
What?
They did not match with other behaviors, sir.
Okay, does not match with other behaviors you are trying to say. Okay. Okay. Yes. Let's see, does the human behavior matches with other animals or not? Anyone else who wants to say why human behavior is complex? Think about it. We all are humans. You don't know about human behaviors? Everyone is human here, right?
Yeah.
All are Homo sapiens.
Human shows, sometimes human smiles, sometimes human serious, sometimes human being.
Okay, human smiles. Okay, that's you are going to that point, but I need that particular word for this. See, if suppose that why human behavior is complex, I'll tell you why human behavior is a complex behavior. It's a very interesting thing. Yes, why I'm getting noise from the school? Is there any problem? Which school is making noise? Okay. See, why human behavior is complex? See, number one thing, I'll give you some examples. Suppose that someone came and he just slapped me. So what I'll do? Okay, now you can also go. I'll not do anything. Is that so? No, I'll also try to beat him. Yes or no? Yes. If suppose that I touch a hot object, then what is going to happen? Okay, I'll keep thinking, oh, nice. Now my hand will burn. Then I'm going to remove that hand. Is that so? No. Now, third thing, if suppose that I'm going somewhere and a lion comes in front of me or anything comes in front of me, I'll just stand there or I will run. I'll run definitely. I don't want to be eaten by the lions. If I'll be eaten, then who is going to take your classes, right? Now, what is going to happen if suppose you give me some questions, like not the mathematics questions, but some other questions regarding the physics, chemistry, or biology, my subjects. So will I be able to solve those questions?
Yes.
But if you give any questions to my dog, will that dog is going to solve that questions? No. Now that means what? Are we intelligent? Yes, are we intelligent? Are we able to understand what is going on with us? Like dogs don't know what is going on with them. Like cats doesn't knows what is going with the environment. Let's suppose that you might have seen that whenever there is a sound of cloud bursting, we know that okay, nothing is wrong. The cloud has bursted. That is making the sound, right? But you might have seen the animals. They just run away from there. Yes or no? So that means what? They're not much aware of their surroundings. They don't know what is water cycle. They don't know how lightning is done. They don't know why the sound is coming during the cloud burst. Yes or no? Yes. So the behavior of animals are very simple. They just know few things, like they just know how to catch the prey. They know how to hide themselves during a case of emergency. They know how to how to go somewhere in search of food, how to migrate. These are the simple things which animals consist of. But we human consist of two major complex thing, that is intelligence and the consciousness. Okay, so are we intelligent? Yes or no? We are able to make the decisions, right? We are able to solve the questions. We are able to learn it. Yes or no? Now, what is the meaning of consciousness? Who is going to tell me? Conscious or consciousness? Think about it. Think. Okay, I'll give you the definition and I want you all to give me the examples. Okay, aware of their surroundings. Aware of their surroundings, or I can say aware of their environment. Yes. Yes or no? Who is going to give me the examples? Yes, think about it. It's very easy example. Okay, I'll help you. One more thing I should say is that consciousness, it can be present in some other organisms as well, right? If suppose there is a sudden increase in temperature of a particular area, those organisms can also move from that place. Yes or no? Yes, but humans have one unique thing, that is what? That is self-conscious. We are what? We are self-conscious. Now, what does this self-conscious means? We know what is going on inside our body. We know what is wrong with our body. We can detect all these senses. Yes or no? Like suppose that if you are having a fever, will you be aware of that you will be having a fever? Like you are having a fever? Yes or no? Yes. But if suppose a dog is not well, will the dog be able to like figure it out like, okay, I'm having a fever, I'm not well. Will that happen? No. So conscious can be present in other organisms also, but self-conscious is the sole property of the human behavior. Yes or no? So why human behavior is complex? Human behavior is complex because human shows intelligence and human are self-conscious. Yes or no, everyone? That means these things develop what? Develop a complex mechanism. Suppose we want to study the human behavior, then what is going to happen? It will be not very much simple. We don't know how Siddhartha intelligence is, how Deepshika is self-conscious. Yes or no? So for each and every human, we have to what? We have to study particular behaviorists. Suppose that you want to study my behavior, the scientists have to come to me and they have to observe me. Yes or no? For the cats and dogs, what is happening? We can study any group of cats, we can study any group of dogs. They are going to behave in a similar pattern, but we humans are what? We are different from each other in behaviors as well. Yes or no? Clear? So that makes a human behavior study a complex mechanism. Clear to everyone? Any doubts? Okay, should I ask one question? Okay. If suppose that someone is studying the human behavior, what is the study known as? What's that study known as? Yes? What? Yes. Any? Should I give you a hint? It starts with letter P. It starts with letter P. Yes. Should I give you the second letter as well? But after that, I'm not going to give the hint. Should I give the second letter? Okay. So the second letter, first is P. The second letter is S. Yes, someone said the right answer, I believe. Psychology, exactly. Psychology. So whenever a person studies this psychology, he becomes what? He becomes a psychologist. Okay, the person who is like studied this human behavior and he has very deep knowledge of human behavior, they are known as psychologists. Okay, so anyone who wants to become psychologist? Yes. Now what do psychologists do? That's very good. I'll also tell you what is the work of psychologists. Let's suppose that I am not aware of what to do in like in my life. Let's suppose I'm a that kind of student who is unable to like take a decision about my career. So I can go to this particular psychologist and he is going to guide me that which career will be best for me. These are the works of psychologists. Okay. Now, let's suppose that I am having some behavioral issues, like let's suppose I just go in the crowd and I just act weirdly. I don't want to talk with anyone, or I don't want to, involved in other activities. So that means what? I am having some behavioral issues, yes or no? So for those kind of treatments, we can go for the psychologist. Okay? Yes or no? You might have heard about the depressions. How many of you heard about the depressions? Yeah. So depressions are what? It is a kind of, disease, not disease, or we should say it is a kind of mental state where the particular person feels very sad or something like that. So for these treatments also, we can go for what? We can go to the psychologist. Clear to everyone? Now, when you are going to choose your career after the 10th class, you can choose this psychology, because now I have like discussed what can you do while if you become a psychologist. Yes or no? Yes. Anyone who is interested, who is like who will be trying to become the psychologist from school to school. Okay, we have school to no one. No one. Oh, okay, that's how many of you feel, wants to become a doctor here then? Okay, and school to no one. Okay, I can see some of the hands. And how many of you are trying to become engineers? And what about the other peoples? Yes, other ones. What do you all want to become? Okay, how many of you wants to become a teacher? Teacher. Okay, I can see some of the hands for the teacher as well. That's very good. And how many of you wants to become IS officers? No one? Okay, let's see. Okay, so everyone, whatever your goals are, I hope that each and everyone is going to achieve your goals very successfully. Yes or no? Yeah. So now, let's. Any doubts in this particular slide? Anyone? Should I move forward? Okay, that's very good. Now, let us talk about the reflex actions. How many of you know about the reflex actions? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, you might have seen like in our legs we have that little finger, right? And sometimes it just banged with some of the objects and we feel so much of pain. How many of you have experienced this? No one? Like it happens with everyone, right? Yeah. So what do we do when that thing happens? What do we do? What do we do? Okay, if that has not happened, let's suppose that you just by mistakenly step uh, upon a pointed object, then what you are going to do? We'll try to move our leg as fast as we can from that object. Yes or no? Or is that so? We just keep it and we think it, okay, should I remove it or should I not? Do we think that? Is that so? No, we just quickly remove our legs. Yes or no? Now, have you taken any thinking decision here? Did your mind ask you that, okay, should I, like, if suppose I stepped on this particular pointed object, is my mind asking that, Harsh, should I remove the leg or not? Or should I stand here only? So is that mind asking with me? No. In the similar manner, if you see any object, if you see, and like how many of you have played hide and seek? Hide and seek. Okay. Hide and seek. And rest, didn't you play hide and seek? Played? What? For me, like when I was a child, I used to play that Pitto game. Have you heard about that? That 7 stones and 2 teams are there. You have to hit that stone and the stone is going to fall. Then you have to rearrange it. What do you call that game? Which what? 7 stones. Okay, that's very good. I learned this thing from you. The new word of this game, that is 7 stone. In our region, we call it as a Pitto game. Okay. Now, so what happens when we play hide and seek? So whenever a person is going to find us, we have that what? We have that kind of instant reaction in our body, right? Yes or no? If someone's make you afraid, then we just do what? We just scream, yes or no? In that case, is our body thinking, is our mind thinking about anything? No. The mind is what? The mind is just generating a response, yes or no? Yes. So what are reflex actions? Reflex actions are what? They are sudden response. They are what? sudden response towards external stimulus. Okay. Yes. And this is what, this is also present in human beings. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is it present in human beings? That's very good. Have you seen a cockroach giving you reflex action? No. But some of the mammals shows the reflex action, like the dogs, cats, elephants, they have some of the reflex actions. But in humans, this reflex action is very well developed. So can I write here? It is well developed in humans. It is well developed in humans. Yes or no? Okay. So everyone understood what is reflex action? Here, what is the external stimuli? In this diagram, what is the external stimuli? Can I say the pain which you are getting by stepping this nail is the external stimuli? Yes or no? Yes. If suppose I bring a hot object near to you and I just touch that hot object, what you all are going to do? You are just going to remove your hand quickly. Yes. So for that case, what is the external stimuli? That change in temperature is the external stimuli. Yes or no? Yes. Is this thing clear to everyone? Any doubt? School 1, school 2? Sure. Should I move forward? Is it crystal clear? Okay. Now, let us move on with the next thing. That is the types of human behavior. Now, can you see we have those same points in instinct, imprinting, conditioning, and imitation? Yes or no? Yes, the same which we have read in the last class. Yes or no? See this? Yes. So what is new here in instinct? What is new here in imprinting, conditioning, or imitations? We are going to check that. Okay. Clear to everyone? Yes. Let's start it. Okay. So today I'm going to ask you lots and lots of questions. Should I ask it?
Yes.
Okay. If you had said no also, then also I would have been asked. Okay. Now see, let's talk about the instinct behavior. So what was instinct behavior? Yes, which was present since I'm unable to hear you. Which was present? Okay, instinct behavior. What was instinct behavior? Forgotten?
Behavior that need not to be learned, sir.
Yes. So can I say that it was present since birth? Yes or no? The behavior which is present since birth, can that be called as instinct behavior?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So can I say that these behaviors need not, okay, everyone, no one will note down first. Let us discuss this instinct behavior. Then I'm going to give you time to write it. Okay. Okay, everyone, pen down and close your notebook. Yes, close your notebook, everyone. Yes. The first girl sitting like this, close your notebook. I can see your notebook open. See, I can see everyone. Okay. Now, okay. So the behavior that needs not to be learned are known as the instinct behavior. This thing we discussed in the last class as well. Yes or no, regarding the animals one, right? But what is that new thing here? The new thing is that we humans can control our instinct behavior. Yes or no? How? How? How we can control this instinct behavior? Let's suppose that you have been scolded by a teacher in front of the students. Okay, in front of all the students. So you will not cry at that time. Okay. So you have controlled your instinct, but after that, when you go home, then you can cry. Yes or no? So we have controlled that instinct behavior. Nobody has taught us how to cry. Is that so? Yes, we know how to cry. Yes or no? Did someone came and told that, okay, you should not cry like this, you should cry like this? Is that so? No, we know how to cry, yes, but we can control our crying, yes or no? If we don't want to cry in front of anyone, we can control it, yes or no? Yes, or is that so? I'm sitting, okay, something happened, okay, we are just started crying. Is that so? That happens or not? Is that happening? No. We can control our this instinct behavior, yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Now, second thing, eating. Did anyone like taught us how to eat? Did any did anyone said that, okay, you have to eat like this, you have to chew it? No, 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 don't push it backward, don't push it outward, push it backward. Is that so? We know if we are eating, we have to like push it inward so that the food goes inside, right? It's not like that. Earlier we was pushing the food outside, then someone came and then told us, okay, you should not spit it while eating, you should just push it back. Is that so? So we all know these things, yes or no? Okay, but can we control our hunger? Can we control our hunger? Like if you're hungry, you need to eat, right? If suppose many of them you are sitting here might be feeling hungry right now, yes or no? Who is feeling hungry right now? Someone, someone is like, in some of the students' mind, it might be going that, okay, my mother has cooked this thing, I will go home and will eat that. Is that going on? No? You will not say. If that is going on also, then you will not say, right? So basically what you all are doing, you're controlling your hunger, you're controlling your eating. It's not happening that, okay, sir is taking the class, give me a packet of chips, I'll eat first. Is that happening? No. So we can control that instinct. Yes or no? Do anyone eat in between the classes? No? Yes, who eats? Who eats? Okay, so now the teachers will caught you. See, you have been caught by your teachers. Okay, anyone else who eats between the classes in the school? Which one? Who? Okay, that is not a good behavior. You should not eat in between the classes. Okay. Now, okay, let's talk about a baby who is just born. A baby who is just born undergoing breastfeeding. Undergoing breastfeeding. Now, did anyone told that baby that how you are going to do the breastfeeding? Did someone taught that baby for breastfeeding? No. That was also what? That was also an instinct behavior. Yes or no? Yes. Now, how many of you know that why this breastfeeding is necessary? Why this breastfeeding for the babies are necessary? Anyone? Yes. Like you might have heard in the TV advertisements, you might have heard in the many advertisements that people say that breastfeeding is very much necessary for the babies. Yes or no? But why? Why is it necessary? What? See, this milk contains what? This milk contains lots and lots of antibodies. What it contains? And this antibodies helps to kill the harmful germs inside the baby's body. So the mother milk is containing antibodies which kills what? Which kills the germs, disease causing bacteria in the baby. So that's why doctor says that this is very much necessary for the baby. The breastfeeding is a major necessity of the newborn babies. Okay, everyone? Yes or no? Okay, now just write it down and then I'm going to show you the examples. Written, everyone? Okay, write it fast then, quickly, as quick as you can. Written, how many of you have written? Okay, that means you were not listening to me. Were you? Okay, that's great. Write it fast. The ones who have not written, note it down fast. So, what was a new thing here we learned? We learned that humans can control their instinct behavior, but dogs, cats, elephants, monkeys, they cannot control their instinct behavior. Yes or no? You can't just tell the dog, okay, wait for a while, I am going to come. If you suppose you keep a delicious food in front of the dog is going to eat it. It will not be able to control that instinct behavior, right? Yes. How much you train the dog is going to eat. If you are going to keep chicken or something like that, it is not, he or the dog is not going to listen to you. He's just going to eat it. Written, everyone? We don't do like this, right? Somewhere we goes and in the shop we are seeing the chicken or whatever the favorite dish is. We don't just go and jump it out and start eating. We don't do that, right? Because we can control our instinct behavior. Now, should we move forward? If you do, the shopkeeper is going to beat you. Should I move forward now? Okay. Now, how many of you cry like this? How many of you cry like this? Anyone? No one? Okay. Okay. That's great. Now, okay. Do someone has taught us to love our mother? Like some person came, then he or she said that, okay, she's your mother, you have to love her. Is that so? Oh, so the love is also what some of the emotions like friendship, loves, they are also what they are also the what they are also the instinct behavior of the humans. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Now should I move forward? Okay. Now let's have the imitation. Now, how many of you knows all the three characters here? Yeah, Shah Rukh Khan, everyone knows. Then, okay, and who is she? What? Okay, see the face? Shreya Ghoshal. She's one of my favorite singer. How many of you heard about Shreya Ghoshal? Okay, anyone who wants to become singer here? Anyone? All the girls are singer here. Is that so? Oh, okay. So, I'll arrange something for you also. Okay, like we will have that singing session in here also. Should I do that something? Okay, that's very good. Okay, and boys, don't sing. What about the school too? School too. How many of you sing these songs? School too? Okay. Okay, I can see some of the boys as well. That's very good. Okay, now see what is going to happen. Like if I talk about the imitation, so what we do is that, like suppose you have seen Shah Rukh Khan and now we are thinking that, okay, I'll wear the specs, I'll wear the coat, I'll wear the tie, and I'll look like a Shah Rukh Khan, I'll behave like a Shah Rukh Khan. Do we do this? Do we? No? Don't we do this? We do, everyone do. That is a behavior of human, right? So we are also copying the other humans. Yes or no? Now, if I suppose I look the Neeraj Chopra, so I would be like, okay, I should also learn this skill. I should also like try to play the sports and I can also go to the Olympics. Yes or no? Can we have this kind of feeling in our mind? Yes? Yes, exactly. So imitations is what for us, imitation is very much helpful. From this behavior only, we are able to learn something new. Let's suppose that your school, do you have your music teacher in your school or an art teacher, yoga teacher, or the class teachers? Sometimes what happens, we like a teacher very much, the way of studying, the way of presenting topics of that teacher we like very much, right? So what we think, okay, I am going to become like this teacher, I'm going to do the things like this teacher. Yes or no? Yes. If suppose a person is doing yoga, he teaches you, so what you are doing, basically you're copying his skills. Yes or no? If suppose I'm going to teach you how to dance and I'll ask you, okay, raise your left hand, raise your right hand, so you are going to copy me. Yes or no? So can I say that this imitation or copying help us to learn new behaviors, something new skills, yes or no? Yes. If the imitations will not be there, then we will not be able to learn something. So this is one of the most important behavior of humans. Yes or no? Okay, write it down, everyone. Okay, written. Okay. Now, this also has a negative impact on us. These imitations also have a negative impact on us. Yes or no? Yes. So see what happens when we see a movie. In movies, what happens generally, we see that the guys are just drinking alcohol, they are smoking, and they just think that, oh my god, I'm a cool dude. So what the teenagers are doing, they're also trying to copy those things. Yes or no? Yes or no? But is this a good habit? Is this is going to help you in the near future? No. So this is what these all are the negative impact of imitation. So we should be very careful if we are copying anyone, we should be very careful that is that thing good for us or is that thing a bad for us? Okay? Yes or no? But I believe no one is having this kind of behavior in your school. Yes, that's very good. So what the children do, they just try to copy those actors and actresses, and they just think that, okay, I'll be also look cool, but it's not cool. It is going to what? It is going to deteriorate the lifestyle of the students. It will just going to cause what? It is just going to cause your bad health. Okay? Yes or no? Okay. Now, should I move forward? No. Okay. We can have in the negative impact, we can like alcohol consumption, yes or no? Then smoking, yes or no? What? Okay. And yes, alcohol what? I'm unable to understand. One person at a time. Yes. Okay, just one person at one time. Can you come forward and tell me? What?
Taking drugs, sir.
Yes, drugs. Yes, exactly, drugs. Playing card games. Yes, exactly. Playing card games. So we see people playing card games and we feel that, okay, I'll also play the card games, but that is not a good habit. Yes or no? So we should imitate good personalities. Yes or no? We should imitate good personalities, not the bad personalities. Clear to everyone? That's very good. Should I move forward? Okay. Now, let's have the third thing. This was the third or fourth? Third, yes. Let's have the conditioning. Now, what does conditioning means? Let's suppose that your teacher, let's suppose any one of you was like in these kind of bad behaviors, but I know you all are not. And one teacher caught you. So she is going to punish you, yes or no? Now, from this punishment, you will be what? You will be able to know that, okay, I might have done something wrong. That's why I have been punished. Yes or no? Yes. Now see, what is conditioning? It can be used to change the behavior of the person. Yes or no? Yes or no? Like if suppose that your teacher is punishing you, so you will be knowing that why you are being punished, and you will try to change your behavior from your next time. Yes or no? Okay. So for the example of the conditioning, we have what? We have the punishments, right? Okay, how many of you get punishment from your school teachers? So all are okay. School one and school two. School two don't get the punishment from your teachers. Okay. What kind of punishments you get from the teachers?
Kneel down, kneel down.
Kneel down and Holding the ears. Okay, who all are like who gets the regular punishment from the teachers? Which student get the regular punishment? Okay, if you get the regular punishment, so you are like you should not do the mischievous activities, right? So that your teacher should not punish you. Okay, who is the mischievous kids in your class? What, Suresh? Okay, and in school one? Sumar. Okay, Sumar is the mischievous one. Okay, and in school two? What is his name? Okay, so the ones who are mischievous should be punished for the conditioning, yes or no? Okay, so okay, now the one we have seen that punishments can be used to like conditioning can be used to change the person of the behavior, and the examples are like punishments. Now one more thing is this thing is used by the advertisers also. Now how it is used, I'm going to tell you right now. Before that, everyone has written this thing. Okay, should I move forward? That's very good. Now, see, if I talk about the punishments, so punishments can be what it is very useful to teach children about the mistakes, yes or no? So that I think so now you're able to know that why your teachers punishes you, yes? Why? Because they want you to not do any kind of mistakes, not do any kind of those things which will be harmful for you. So whenever you are getting punished, that means you are getting punished for your own benefits, yes or no? Yes. So now anyone who is going to be punished from the teacher, first of all, very humbly, you should ask your teacher that ma'am or sir, what mistake I have done. Now the teacher is going to tell you, and you should keep in mind that from the next time I should not make that kind of mistakes. Yes or no? Everyone make a promise from myself. Sorry, make a promise from yourself, everyone, that you are not going to repeat the mistakes for whatever you are getting the punishments. Okay? Yes, especially Sumar. Yes or no? Okay. And in school too, I forgotten the name. Who was that? What? Okay, the one who is sitting in the first bench? Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay. Now, it should occur immediately after the undesired behavior. Like, let's suppose that you have just done a mistake today, and I came to your school like after a month, and I just came and started beating one student that, okay, you have made this mistake in my class, and what is this, that. So that is not going to affect, right? If the punishment has to be given, it should be given immediately after that undesired behavior. Yes or no? Why? Because this is going to have a major impact. This is going to have a major impact on the children's mind. That's why the punishment should be given immediately. Clear to everyone? Any doubts in this? So can we say punishments are good for the students? Yes, sir. Say punishments are good for the students. Yes. Why? Because it is for your welfares only. Yes or no? Okay, should I tell your teachers to give more and more punishments? Yes? Okay. Okay, that's very good. I'll talk with your teachers and will say that, okay, give lots and lots of punishments to the students. Yes or no? Okay. Now, should we move forward? That's very good. Okay. I'm going to show you two images. Let's say A and B. How many wants to visit the place A? How many wants to visit the place A, and how many wants to visit? Okay, Place A1. Okay. How many of you wants to visit place B? Yes. Okay. Next option. Let's have A and B. If everyone uses cooking oil in their home, yes or no? So who is going to use A1 and who is going to use B1? Okay. See, this is what is conditioning. So what is going to happen is that yes, I'll come back to that Kinder Joy slide. Don't worry. So what is happening here is that I have taken two images. One is what this image is just an image from the roadside dhabas we call, right? But the foods of these dhabas are really very tasty, yes or no? Everyone agrees this? That if you go to this dhaba and have that dal tadka, it is really very tasty as compared to the restaurants, yes or no? But majority of you wants to go in this restaurants, yes or no? Yes, you have just raised your hands. You can't deny with that fact, right? Why? Because this was presented beautifully in front of you, right? This was very beautifully designed. This is very beautifully presented. And this was not beautifully presented, right? It was like kind of messy. The stuffs are just kept here and there. But the food of this might be very good as compared to this one, right? Yes or no? In a similar way, I have told to choose the one. So most of the students chose this one. Why? Because here we are having a celebrity named Kareena Kapoor who is advertising this oil. Yes or no? So we had a mind, okay, Kareena Kapoor is advertising, then this oil will be good for our health. Yes or no? But is that so? Is that so? Like it can be true for everything? Yes, or is it like it will be true for everything or not? There might be case that the products which are not advertised by the celebrity, that can be also good. Yes or no? So this is a trick used by the advertisers. What they do is that they just present their products in front of us like very beautifully designed, very glamorous way. They just like hire these celebrities to promote their products. But what they are doing, they are just playing with our minds. We are just seeing the celebrity face, we are just seeing the proper images, the beautiful images, and we're just thinking that okay, the product is good. We are not doing any kind of research. We are just blindly going and buying those products. Yes or no? Yes or no? So should we do this? Yes. Who said yes? Should we do these things? Like, okay, this place is beautiful, I'll go. No. First of all, we should research by our end that whether in reality that product is good or not. Okay. Have you heard about the Maggie case? Like once in India, the Maggie has caught that they are adding some like high amount of harmful metals in their products. Have you heard this case? No, not heard. It was a very recent case, like 2 to 3 years before. No? Okay. Now, if you go home today, search about this. Maggie was what? Maggie was advertised by some of the best celebrities. Yes or no? Amitabh Bachchan was advertising that Maggie brand. Yes or no? But that Maggie brand found to be what? That Maggie brand found to be using some of the products which are harmful for us. So the Indian government tried to ban that product and said the Maggie owners that if you want to continue in India, you should remove leads from your masalas. So what they did, they just removed the leads from the masalas and now they are again selling the Maggies. So that means what? The products which are advertised by the celebrities, they might not be always good. Yes or no? And this is what? This is just due to the conditioning. Why? Because we want something which is very much glamorous, which is very much, eye-catching. We want all those things. So we should control this kind of behavior and we should research ourselves and then we should buy the products. Yes or no? Okay. How many of you have eaten this? Okay. What is the price for this Kinder Joy? 40 rupees. How much? 40? 45. Okay. I have just had this Kinder Joy once in my lifetime and I didn't like it. Now, what it has, it just has two chocolate balls along with some milk kind of thing. Yes or no? Is that very tasty? Yes. Is that very tasty as compared to other products? If I talk about the Kit Kat, if I talk about the other chocolates, is it very tasty? But it has what? It has attracted us. Why? Because of that toys it gives, right? Because of that advertisements they create. Yes or no? Yes. And can you see they have also like mentioned for girls and for boys. Now this also attracts everyone. Like let's suppose a girl is going to buy the Kinder Joy. She's not going to buy this one packet. Yes or no? Because it is written for boys. So these are the tactics which is used by the advertisements company to sell their product. And if you are what? If you are smart enough, so you will not be get trapped in these tactics. If you are not, you will get trapped in this tactics. Yes or no? And some of them also uses false claims. Like, have you heard about the complaint, boost? Okay, how many of you drink this boost, complaint? No one? Horlicks? Okay, everyone has heard about the boost and complaint. So in boost is what? There is one child who is running and doing something, and then at the end he says, boost is the secret of my energy. Yes or no? Yes, have you seen that ad? But is that so? Is that so? You're going to just put the boost and you're going to just pass your exams. If you're going to drink the boost, you are just going to pass all the athlete matches. Is that so? No. So they're just doing the false claim. Now, if I talk about the complaint, it says that if you will drink complaint, your height will be increased. Is that so? If that happens, then I should also have drink and I'll also become very tall. No, that can't happen. So these advertisements are what they're glorifying the product. They're giving the false claims, and due to our conditioning behavior, we are getting in trap of these advertisements. So now onwards, how many of you are going to research the product and then you are going to buy? Yes? or or right now you're going, sir has shown, like sir has in the classes, the image of Kinder Joy has shown. Now I'll go home and I'll buy that Kinder Joy and I'll eat it. Is that so? Who is thinking about this? Anyone? No? Okay, that's great. So whenever you buy a product, just check the value of that product. Is that very helpful for us? Is that so? If not, we don't need to buy the product. If not, you need to buy the product which is really very helpful for you. Yes or no? Like, instead of this, we can buy one chocolate, which is, I think so, it is called as Fuse, right? It has dry fruits in it. Like it comes for the 10 rupees. It has dry fruits in it. So the dry fruits are what they will be very much helpful for us, right? Instead of this Kinder Joy. Yes or no? Yes, that's very good. There are some energy bars as well available in the market, which is far much better than these Kinder's Joy. Okay. Now if suppose anyone who is like company of the Kinder Joy's person who is belonging to that company is going to see my class, then they are going to tell me, oh, Harsh sir is like de-promoting the products. But what we are doing, we are just checking the facts about these products. Yes or no? Okay. Now, let us move on. Let us talk about the investigating behavior. Everyone written this thing? Okay, that's very good. Now, do we need to investigate behavior? Next topic is what? Next topic is investigation behavior. Now, why do we need to investigate behavior? See, let's suppose I am a scientist. Okay, let's suppose. Should I, like, we can suppose, right? I am a scientist, let's suppose. And I'm just observing everyone. And I saw that some of the students are just sitting like this and they are just listening to the class. Some of the students are busy in writing. Some of the students are thinking anything else. So what I am doing, I am trying to investigate the behaviors of a group of students. Yes or no? Yes, yes or no? Now, how it is going to help me? It is going to help me, like, suppose that I am having three group of students. Let's suppose group 1, group 2, and group 3. This group, yes,
What is imitation in our human body?
what?
Imitation in human behavior.
Imitations is just the same. Imitations is just the same. What you are saying?
Imprinting, sir.
Imprinting. Okay. Imprinting is what? Imprinting is just the same for the humans. So we are going to discuss that imprinting in this investigation behaviors category. Okay. Not to in today's class. I'm going to teach you that also. Don't worry. Okay. For now, we are just having three categories. Then we are going to have the investigating behavior, and then we are going to start for the imprinting of the humans. Clear? Okay. Now, what about the investigating behavior? Why do scientists need to investigate behavior? To study the behavior of certain animals so that they can be used for our mankind. Okay. Like suppose that we all know that there's some birds which migrates into India during the winter season. Yes or no? Migratory birds. Now, if suppose we didn't knew that bird comes here and we have just destroyed that particular forest. So what is going to happen? That thing is going to destroy these migratory birds as well. Now, do you know which kind of birds come into India during the winter season? Do you know that? Have you heard about Siberian crane? Siberian crane. This Siberian crane comes from what? Comes from the poles to the India, and the state name is Rajasthan. It comes into Rajasthan during the winter. Now, in Rajasthan, there is a forest, and if suppose that I just like cut that forest, all the trees I have removed, so what is going to happen? This is going to cause extinction of this Siberian crane, yes or no? Yeah. That's why investigating our behavior is very much necessary for the scientists so that they can know that what kind of behavior is shown by a particular species and how we can use this for the mankind. Let's suppose if the bird is going to extinct, what is going to happen? It will also cause the disturbance in the whole ecosystem. Yes or no? It can also harm the human beings as well, right? So that's why investigating behavior is very much important. So now the behaviors can be what? The behaviors can be investigated in the field, like in the real life, or the behaviors can also be investigated in the labs. Like you might have seen in some movies, some of the mouse are just kept into the labs and they are just, the scientists are doing experiments on them. Yes or no? Have you seen that? Okay. So why investigating behaviors are important? Did you understood? Okay, that's very good. Now, there is one more thing in the investigating behaviors, that is tagging. That is what? Now, let us suppose I want that how this bird, or I want that where these birds go. I want to know that where these birds go. So what can I do? I can just install the wings and I'll also fly among these birds. Can I do that? No, I can't fly, right? So instead of that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to install a GPS device. What device? GPS device. And from with the help of this GPS device, I will be able to track the path wherever this bird is going. Yes or no? Okay, what is GPS? What is GPS? Global Yesterday only, na, Sunidhi ma'am has taught you about the GPS, I think so. Global? Yes. So GPS is a global positioning system. With the help of this, what we can do, we can track everything. We can track the path of these birds. So we can know that, okay, the bird is going from this part to this part in this particular season. Yes or no? So animals can be tagged by attaching a tracking device to them, like the GPS. Now, tagging helps scientists to follow the journeys of the animals which they make. Yes or no? Clear to everyone? Okay. Now, can we have some questions now? Can you solve some questions? Okay. Now, okay. Okay. Written everyone? That's very good. No? Okay. Write it fast. I'm going to give you time. Write it fast. No. Written. Write it fast. Okay. Just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Okay. Now, this is the first question. Our pet dog barks only on strangers. Yes or no? Yes? If you train your dog not to enter your kitchen, does it ever enter the kitchen? Then what kind of behavior is shown by this dog? That's very good. Conditioning. Okay. Okay, I'll just write here. See, will that be fine for everyone? Okay. Next one. Mosquitoes, cockroaches come out of their places only when it is dark. How they do know the difference between light and dark? In, instinct or imprinting? Instinct, exactly. Nobody has taught them, right? Okay, this is light, this is dark. They just know from their birth, right? Yes or no? Okay. Bats and owl moves in search of moves in search for food only during night. How could they know what is a day and what is a night? Imprinting? Imprinting? In then instinct. Instinct, yes or no? Okay. Now, when you untie the neck of your bull at the time of plowing, it moves towards the plow without any instructions. In the same way, it moves towards the tub at the time of feeding. How does the bull respond differently? Imprinting. Conditioning. Yes, exactly. Conditioning. Okay. Next, this one, instinct. Everyone? Yes. Have you seen like any bird who is making the nest? Anyone? In reality, have you seen that? How many of you have seen? Okay, that's very good. So the birds are like kind of very much perfect in making the nest, right? Yes or no? Okay, this question. Yes? Imitation. Why? Like how? Who is going to be available for them to like guide? Instinct. Yes, exactly. Okay, yes. So we have seen so many of the questions today. We have seen the questions, we have seen the experiments, we have talked about the definition of the human behavior, instinct, imprinting, not imprinting. Imprinting will be done with the next class. Okay. And we have done about the conditioning, imitations, and some of the investigation behavior. Okay, Shana? So did you enjoy the class? Did you understood the concepts of today's class? Okay, so are you going to solve the worksheets today? That's very good. And in the next class, revise your session and then come. Okay, everyone? Okay, till then, bye-bye, everyone. See you in the next class. Bye, everyone.
Tell sir.